Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Virgo, for your meditative session, you guys got a bluebird, and it was the Eastern bluebird. It was very specific, but what I found out about this bird was that it is very rare. It is found in Texas, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas. So I don't know if you guys live in one of those states. It could be just like if you live in the United States, but yeah, it was specifically those states where it's found. It is a rare bird, and it has a very different meaning in every single kind of culture. It's like very symbolic in every culture. So what I'm getting specifically is that, you know, we're getting like a lot of this United States vibe, and then they say like the Native American tribes really like look to this bird as an omen. You know, it was like a very like big thing if the bird came, and I'm kind of getting it more in that sense where it is like an omen, right? And it's in many Native American legends, so it's just very interesting. There's something about this like Native American thing that's like really sticking out to me. For other cultures, it can mean hope, love, renewal, and you know, worldwide it means happiness. But there's something about this like Native American thing, and then these states that they were saying, and then like, you know what I'm saying, it has something to do with something here. I mean, I'm in the United States, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I don't know exactly what it means, but I feel like it's an omen for you guys. I feel like it could just be an omen of happiness, right? But I think there's just something very specific that they want you to know, and I don't know what that is. So let's pull some cards. But yeah, it's definitely an omen of some sort. But yeah, let's pull some cards. I feel like it's a time of happiness coming, but I feel like that's too vague. There's like a specific message that they want me to say. So let me figure that out. So Virgo, I feel like the message that I have for you is that you're going to be offered something. And I feel like you're going to be offered something that you've wanted for a really long time. Now, what's the problem here? You're not looking, you're wondering if this is even real. Because I think that this is a manifestation that you've been manifesting something. And maybe it was subconscious, right? But it's like your desires are here. And I think they're letting you know that this is something that you should take, but there's something very sneaky that you, like, it's not even sneaky, it's like you think it's sneaky. You think they're tricky, you think they're sneaky, like you're thinking it, but that's not real. The reason that you think that is because it's too good, like it's just too good. That's what I'm saying, and it's like actually amazing because it's so good. Like this coming up is so good that it seems too good to be true, because it's like every single thing that you've wanted is coming from this offer. Like someone is offering you everything, and you're seeing it as like, I feel like as anyone would that's, you know, a little bit jaded and like, oh hell no, like it's too good to be true. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna make excuses, but in reality, it's like you manifested this, and you are mercurial. You know, you have the power to manifest. And I think it's just gonna shock you that you manifested this, like that it actually came. You know what I'm saying? So you're just gonna be like, wait, what? And then I don't think you're gonna trust it. And I think that's what the Robin is saying. There's a lot of big players here trying to tell you to take the offer. We have the Scribe and the Crone out here, and I feel like this is the Divine. And I feel like they're telling you to go for it, because with the Scribe came the abundance, right? And the Strength card. So again, you could be dealing with a Leo, but there's something that they want you to know. It's kind of reminding it's kind of making me feel like it kind of reminding me like the Destiny card, like Akashic Records. Again, like I feel like you manifested this. You manifested this Emperor, and I don't think that you're gonna trust it because it's like it's too good to be true. But it was through your effort. It was through your effort of this manifestation. Like you were the one putting in all this effort to manifest this, and the fact that it's here is freaking you out. It really is. And I feel like another question you have is like, if this is a past person, for everybody's gonna be different. But there's something about this person there's a change that this person has made in their life. Now, it's interesting. I do feel like this might be someone you've already met, because we have a lot of energy of things that they have had to complete in their lives to get to this point, right? I don't necessarily feel like the Queen of Fire is you. I don't necessarily feel like the King of Fire is you. And the King of Pentacles is you. I don't think the Emperor is you. I think you're this High Priestess, right? And I think you're this Magician, but I don't think these other people are you. So I feel like why this hasn't like come sooner, or why this hasn't like happened when you want it to happen, and like, oh, now it's happening now, like why now? It's like sus, you know what I mean? Like I don't trust it. Why is it happening now? Because like this person has been doing work, you know what I mean? Just as you've been doing work, they've been doing work. And I feel like there's so many completions for this other person, and that's why the divine is like letting you know. This is like that bluebird, the crone, right? The scribe. They're letting you know that this person has completed something. And I think they're trying to answer your questions because you're going to be in such unease about the situation. And they're trying to tell you to remain like in balance, right? Because to make this decision, you have to be in balance. So it's important right now for you to be in balance, right? Because I don't know when this is necessarily coming, but I think that it's coming soon. And I think that the energy, again, is to go for it. But if you're not in balance, like the first card here is to be in balance, especially with your mind, Virgo. I feel like even though you're very mercurial, you're also, I just feel a lot of air energy, a lot of thinking. And I think that this is not supposed to be like a thinking kind of thing. But do you see how we're ending and beginning in sword energy? So this is something that you're going to have to like take a look at. You're going to have to think about. And I think it's not about you're like, oh, you shouldn't think about it, but I'm telling you, they're telling you that it's abundant. How do I know that? How are they saying it's abundant? Let's talk about what they're saying about this person first, and then we'll talk about like all the proof of this abundance, right? It's like I feel like I'm like a freaking investigator right now. But yeah, maybe you've been snooping on this person. Maybe you've been like checking up on this person, or maybe this person has been checking up on you, to be honest, because I feel like here with the crone, they're telling you that this person has completed some sort of cycle. And whereas maybe you see them as unstable, they have completed this cycle of like instability, right? So if this person let you down a lot in the past, this person wasn't someone you could count on, this person wasn't someone who was like physically there, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I need you to be there right now, and they're not there. That like shady behavior is gone, right? This could be someone who's like also very like into money, very into the 3D bullshit. And it's like telling you that this is kind of ended. This instability of this person has ended. And they're coming to let you know that in this message right now. So I don't know how that changes things for you, but then they want you to know something else. There's another completion card, right? We have the world completion, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune completion, right? This person has gotten rid of some sort of karmic. Maybe you have also gotten rid of a karmic, but someone has left a karmic, right? And it's a very important thing because that shows that someone has learned, right? If you keep spiraling around and around with a karmic, you're not learning shit. You know what I mean? You're spiraling around and around. The wheel does not turn for you, right? The wheel, and you don't leave a situation, right? You stay with the situation, you stay in the bullshit, and you end up in a family with the karmic, and you're never where you're really supposed to be. The karmic is gone. The wheel is turned. I mean, it's just so pivotal, right? The fact that these cards came out the way they came out, it's crazy. But yeah, the karmic is over. If that's a question, like I feel like you have a lot of questions, and that's what I'm saying. You have a lot of this mind energy, and that's why they're warning you ahead of time, because it is so like a Virgo. Don't worry, I'm a Virgo, so I understand. It's so like a Virgo to think about shit like that. It's so interesting. I feel like I don't want to like brag about Virgos because like I'm a Virgo, so it's like kind of conceited, but I just think it's very interesting that Virgos are like, they say we're like the water signs, right, of the earth, and now I'm just getting so much air energy from you, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't even know who Virgo is, because I feel like Virgo could be a water sign some days and Virgo could be an air sign some days. So maybe you have a lot of air in your chart, but I mean, that would make sense to me if you did, but it's just so interesting to me right now, like the energy that you're putting in. It's a lot of mind energy, and it's just, it's crazy. Like, I think with this World card, they're trying to like assure you that this person has completed a cycle, and they have also been balanced out, and that they are coming with integrity. It's coming, the integrity card's coming right under the karmic. So it's like the way that cards are set up right now, there's just no way, like it could be any other way. You know, I don't even think there's another way to read it. Sometimes I watch readers to like comfort myself, because yeah, I'd be having questions too, to be honest. You know, like I'm not, my mind can go crazy too, and I'm like, oh my God, let me like look at a reader. I need some help. And some readers, I see the way they're reading the cards, and I like respect everyone's intuition and the way they read it. But like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, there's like 20 other ways to read those cards, you know? Like I don't, you know what I mean? And I get kind of turned off from a read. But this read is like, I don't know if you can really interpret it in any other way. There's so much completion here, and it's on this other person's side. I don't feel like this is your energy. You could read it as your energy. You've completed a lot of things. You've gotten rid of karmics. You've gotten rid of this shady behavior. But I really think that with the robin and the omen, I mean, not the robin. Why did I say the robin? The bluebird and the omen, that they're trying to let you know that this is abundant. Like they're trying to let you know that this is, like they're trying to warn you something, because maybe you're not going to trust it and you're going to brush it off right away. And that would be a really big mistake, Virgo. A really big mistake. Even here, it's the 10 of Pentacles. This is going to bring you stability. This offer that's coming in, right, that you manifested, is going to bring you your 10 of Pentacles. This person is coming straight, like true. Like this person is coming true. And you're going to be indecisive about this. But again, here's a card to let you know that this is the right way to go. The 9 of Coins. The 9 of Coins is like, you planted all these seeds, you did a lot of work, and what happens? You get a lot of prosperity from it, right? It's not like I put a lot of work in and everything gets to shit and I don't get any of that back. No, you put a lot of work in. It's basically reminding me of reciprocity, right? You know, you put something in and you get something out. And what you get out is bigger than what, like, even that you put in. You know, you plant a seed and you get a watermelon. You know what I mean? That's what the story is about. So it's interesting. It's like, I think it will be very abundant for you if you step through this portal, if you go through that way, if you decide to take your life in this direction. I really do, Virgo. And we have the Union card out. So obviously this like whole reading is to do with love. And then we have the Emperor at the end. So I feel like again, it's about this masculine energy, right? Did they get rid of this freaking karmic? Yes, they did. Did they learn a lot of shit? Yes, they did. Are they balanced now? Yes. Are they coming with integrity? Yes. Is this going to be stable for you? Yes. Did you manifest this? Yes. It was through your strength though that this abundance is coming. Don't ever think like, oh, I lucked out. No, you manifested this. The divine is there as well, like on the, you know, nothing can happen without them. So let's like, obviously like they're orchestrating the shit. And it's crazy because we have this contradicting energy right here. Like, I don't know why this kind of feels like a contradiction, right? With the Hierophant in reverse and then the High Priestess upright. And I feel like that's kind of how you look at this person. I feel like you kind of look at them and like, in some aspects, you're like, I can't trust them, and then I can trust them. They're telling you that like you can trust this person, right? I don't think that. I feel like why the Hierophant might also be in reverse is because this is a Native American story that has to do with the white buffalo calf woman, and it's actually crazy that she's in reverse because I was saying there's something about like this Native American thing going on, right? Like there's something here about like Native Americans, and then we get like this Native American card. So what I'm getting with the Hierophant in reverse is like, I feel like in that story, she's very, to those who kind of give her the respect she deserves, she's very just. But for those who tried to kind of trick her, I think in the beginning of the story, I mean, I don't know, I don't want to like butcher this. I kind of am already, so my bad if I'm like butchering history right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, with this story, it's kind of reminding me of how she can be very just at times, but only when respect is like due, when the respect that she gets, like she has to have that respect, right? And if she doesn't have that respect, she's going to, you know, kind of like, I forget what she does, if she turns them to like ash or some shit, but she does some crazy shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she gets her justice, basically, herself. And I feel like right now, I don't think it has a lot to do, yes, there's like a contradicting energy to me, but what I also see is like the difference in the stories, right? The Hierophant story of the white buffalo calf woman is very like, she's very harsh. She uses her abilities, but in a very, again, it's just, but it's harsh. It's kind of reminding me of the Queen of Swords, right? And again, I feel like you're like in sword energy. But what's different with the High Priestess is like in the High Priestess story, the High Priestess is very gentle. And I feel like that's something that they're trying to like tell you right now. There's a way to go about this union. And I feel like being harsh and like cutthroat, that's like what the warning is. It's like, don't turn them to ash. You know what I mean? Like, don't do anything so crazy. You know, don't act like this. Like, be very gentle, right? And if you're the one approaching Virgo, then that's also for you. Like, the way to approach this is gently. The way to approach this has to be very gentle. It has to be very like, I don't know why I keep getting gentle, like slow, steady, right? It could be that Virgo is gonna have like a heart attack, you know what I mean? Because they're in their head a lot and they don't really trust you and they don't know what they're doing. They don't know why you're there. If you're the masculine, I feel like that's kind of the guidance here. The gentler approach, the slow and steady approach. For Virgo, it's not about being cutthroat, but listening to what this person has to say, because I feel like I feel like if they don't come in right, you're gonna like persecute them. I got that word. So you're gonna be very, I don't know, like I just feel like you're Queen of Throat, oh my god, Queen of Sword, like you're gonna cut their throat off, like you're not gonna even let them speak, or you're gonna find something out and it's gonna piss you off. But I see that there's with the Temperance and the Death card and the Emperor, I feel like whatever you are worried about has been laid to rest, and like things have been balanced out, right? It's kind of like a common theme in this whole reading, that someone has been balanced out and that things have been ended where they needed to end. And I think that's like the common theme here. It's like to be gentle, to be like soft about it, to not like go full sword mode and cut, you know, everything out. Because why? Because like this is your true abundance. This is like the gift from the universe to you, and you took a lot of time manifesting this, so you have to kind of understand that this is like the gift, not like, again, you see it as like a temptation, but it's not. It's real. It's not too good to be true. It's real. And the other theme here is that there has been a lot of endings. There's been a lot of closing out of cycles, and that's why this person's coming back. I think they're coming back balanced because, yes, they've learned a lot with the Death card. They've put an end to a lot of shady shit, maybe, you know what I mean? And so have you probably, Virgo. You know, like, we're not freaking perfect. Like, Virgos, I think a lot of people would say, a lot of Virgos would say, like, we're perfect, but we're not. You know, we fuck up just as much as other signs. And I think that there's just been a death to those things, a death to the karmic. Again, this could just be you who has put an end to the karmic relationships in your life. And this could be you who's put an end to this, you know, behavior. Again, I really feel like this is someone else. But you know what, like mirroring, right, is a thing. So I feel like just how this person's put an end to a lot of things, so have you probably. And now it's the time, just as you're like deliberating, maybe very mental right now, very in the sword energy, so is this person. So that's why I kind of feel like it's a message for both of you, that like to be gentle about this, to be gentle with one another. You guys are, I don't know why, just be very soft, like be gentle. There's no need to kind of take things to an extreme. Like, I just feel like being slow and being kind and like loving towards each other is going to get you very far. And this is definitely meant for you, Virgo. So Virgo, let's see if there's any advice. Virgo, I love this card. You guys got Pope Joan, the Pontiff of Possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. There's so much divine intervention here. Even with this reading, right? Like the bluebird is an omen, and the crone and the scribe coming out. It's like the divine really is trying. I feel like the divine is on your side right now. You know, not on your side like, you know, as opposed to not being on your side, like literally behind you right now, like on your shoulder, like holding you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're very much protected, and that's why you're getting this offer. You know what I mean? And I love how we have the Pope, because I feel like it's just kind of reminding me of divine order, right? Like they're imposing their divinity on this situation, right? This could also be them, like the magician. Like, yes, you are the manifester, but they put everything together, like the fairy godmother, right? Like there's a higher order here, and they're the ones that are bringing everything like to play. So when you're like, oh, this is too good to be true, there is nothing that's too good to be true for the divine. Do you know what I'm saying? They can create whatever they want. They can create heaven on earth. Like if they're giving you this gift, take it. You know what I mean? The fact that you think that it's so impossible because it's so good just tells me like how good it is. So just take it, right? The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. And don't undermine someone because of like their past, because they have done a lot of work. They've let go of a lot of things. They have changed. They have done a lot of work on themselves. And there's, again, because the soul is limitless, just how the divine is not putting limits on the situation, neither should you. So yeah, Virgo, I love this reading so much. I hope it resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.